And we're going to now move on to race number 8, where we have the Sha Tin Hoi Handicap 1400 metre Class 3. Let's take a look at the lineup for this first leg of the treble in Hong Kong. 112 carries Saddlecloth 1. He's drawn 12. California Turbo's Yang Yin Magic Legend Super Elegance, his second start, likewise Generator. Super Wise has drawn barrier 8. He ran well last start behind Champion's Way. Young Legend Better Choice Smart Patch. Chairman Lowe's Up in Class without winning. And Sleep Education carries Saddlecloth 14. Now the information for Chunfa, California Turbo, who ran second to Dan Control last start, has been back to Chunfa 2 days after and then returned on the 28th.
Predicting good to slow here. We know that California Turbo from gate 13, Matthew Poon will probably try and cross the face of the field here. Tang Fleming, he can race handy, but he's probably more known for his form on the all-weather. Super Wise. Young Legend's the interesting one. On that map there, it's got him 3 wide with Zach Purden, but we know he's shown speed in the past, so he might opt to go forward. And the one that surprised us last start, Chairman Lowe, he didn't go forward, and I think he was much better for it.
Yeah, he did run well from the back. Here's Shang Ying, though. He's ran really nice. He's improved from start 1 to start 2. It was a good form race too behind Superstar, and he's come out of that race with no problems. Looks good, and he looks well placed in this contest. Here is a Governor. I thought it wasn't a bad piece of work from Governor. He's shown nothing on the racetrack as well, but he actually stepped out nicely enough here, and this will be his 4th start. Keith Young from barrier number 4 with Governor, and Chairman Lowe, the horse we just talked about. Comes in really nice weight, lightweight horse. Like, he's run second in all his last few starts. He's drawn barrier 1. It's interesting to see what they do with him. I think they'll just let him settle 3 back or something.
Well, surely they won't hunt him after what happened last start. He did find the line a lot better with a touch of patience. California Turbo. This is a really good ride from Karis Teaton, although he was defeated. You can see here he got off the rail, he got right onto the back of Dan Control. He's in a whole heap of traffic here, and he got dragged through into the queue spot by Dan Control. You can see Dan Control sits quiet, but he pushes on California Turbo. I like the fact that there was a response. I actually thought he might lead. He didn't. We saw the speed map suggesting, though, he might this time.
Yeah, I think he potentially will. He got a nice run through 3 back the fence. He was able to peel out, and he certainly was the best of the rest. I thought it was a decent first-up run as well from Generator, but he's drawn the car park here.
Yeah, of the 2, I've actually put California Turbo in on a place line. I think he can run OK.
All right, the former UK galloper Yang Yin ran quite OK first up behind Kingsfield. He was 11th from 14, but the run was a lot better when you watch the replay than it looks on paper. Followed up with a nice 3rd behind Superstar.
Yeah, and this is a really strong form race, I thought. Superstar and won this race, and he's a really nice progressive horse, as is the second horse. But it was a really good run from him. He stayed on really nicely here for 3rd. 1400 metres looks OK at this stage of the preparation. He's had two runs over it already. And look, I've got him in. I got him in for 2nd just because of the weight he has to carry.
He was desperately unlucky first up, but he was wanting to go a lot quicker down the side. He was really keen last time out, but finished off nicely. Super
Wise goes in 3rd up. He didn't do a great deal first up when Key Witness and Prance Dragon dead heated, but he chimed in late behind Champion's Way. I get the feeling he's in the right class because he's had 22 starts, just the 1 win and a heap of placings, and they've all been in this class. So he's got everything to fall his way if he's going to win, but he could place better. Yeah, it wasn't a bad effort from him. He doesn't certainly win out of turn, just 1 from 22. But if I was going to include him in exotics, I probably would on that effort. He's been running OK without getting carried away.
Yeah, he's had a couple of runs now, Manfred Man too.
Champion's Way, Solar YY. It does look reasonable when you're running 3rd to those 2. Yep. Young Legend, Better Choice. I think he's bursting to win a race, Better Choice. He's got barrier 2. Probably a slight disadvantage for him because he does get back. And Young Legend's got the wide alley, so that's a disadvantage for him as well. Yeah, he might roll forward here potentially if there's not a lot of pace in the race. Zach Purden with him. He's got the hood on for the first time. Yeah, he's not likely to sit out there 3 deep like we saw in that speed map. He's probably going to press on, I agree. And Better Choice, he was near the rear, but he finished off really well out wide. He just might have wanted to lay in a fraction near the 50, but he's closed off pretty well. Yeah, it was a good run from him. Good run from Young Legend as well. Of the 2, I've got him in, actually. I think he'll run all right. Yeah, I think there's a few that can run a race here. Chairman Lowe, he is up in grade without winning a race, but a lot of seconds. He's also had 1/3 from his 6 starts, and they did ride him a touch quiet here from barrier 2, and he hit the line a lot stronger than he had done previously. Yeah, good run. I mean, he's been, 2nd at his last couple of starts now. He's looked
pretty good here when they did change the tactics. Lightweight, Zhang Ying, who I think is the main danger, has to give him £16, so I've sided with him.
He's drawn gate number 1. He should get a pretty good run through the field if they set him back in the race. I hope they do, because he seemed to just have that better sprint, and he's done a pretty good job for Connections, really. He's had 6 starts, 4 seconds, and he's won close to $1 million already.
Yeah. Favourite backers might not be agreeing with you, though. No. Paul, you're tipping him, though?
Yeah, tip him. Chairman Lowe to beat Zhang Yin, just at the weight difference. That's how I see it. Young Legend is very consistent, and I think he'll go forward with California Turbo, so they'll be on the pace. 13, 3, 10 and 2.
I'll go with Zhang Ying, number 3, Karis Teton and Frankie Law. Wouldn't surprise me at all if Chairman Lowe does beat him, though, with that pulling the weights up into Class 3 for the first time. Better Choice and Generator, so 3, 13, 11 and 6.
2 and 3, 3 and 2. I couldn't choose between them, so I'll go the Q, those two, 2 and 3. In race 8, we're going to take another break. When we come back, we're going to have a look at race 9. This is the high class of the afternoon, Class 2 company.